how I got my job with NBC Sports, and what I did in college to get into the sports industry. I get this question literally all the time, and I'm really bad at getting back to people. But I feel like on TikTok, everyone says you have to do like X, Y, and Z to get into the industry and have all these connections. And that's just one, not true, and two, really discouraging if you're trying to get into the industry. So I wanted to share what I did in college basically to end up at NBC covering Sunday Night Football. I ended up going to the University of Santa Barbara, California in my hometown, and I studied communication and double minored in history and sports management. UCSB didn't have its own sports broadcasting program, which is why I ended up picking those majors, but I really don't think that your major matters nearly as much as the experience that you gain in college. So when I first got to my university, I ended up going to our athletic department and telling them that I was really interested in doing sports broadcasting one day and that I wanted to do player interviews and help them promote all of our games. They basically got me in touch with my school's baseball team because we didn't have a football team at UCSB. While I was doing that with the baseball team, I also joined my school's sports broadcasting club, which was basically a bunch of guys who were also interested in pursuing a career in sports broadcasting one day. So we had people who were like very passionate about sports photography. Some people liked videography. Some people liked live sports play-by-play. I personally was most interested in sports reporting, so I focused on a lot of like pre and post game interview content while also pitching ideas to get interviews with athletes throughout the week that would kind of like showcase their personality and be fun for social. So all of the content that we did would go on the team's social media channels, or it would go on the sports club's account. And that's basically what I spent most of my time at UCSB doing, was gaining experience in front of the camera, building relationships with the athletes, learning how to talk and interact with coaches, how to come up with the best questions, how to not sound like an idiot during a question. And then I took all of that and made a reel that ultimately helped me end up getting my job with NBC Sports. I've loved the industry and I want to help anyone else who's passionate about getting into it start. So if you have any more questions, let me know, but that's what I did in college to get my job.